Okay, so I'm gonna try to cover this as best I can without overcomplicating it. And in this video, I'm only just gonna cover what's in the game right now, like in the game. And then in the other video, it's gonna be the same thing, but it's gonna be the scripts. So basically, right, we have these states, and these states are represented by the names. So you have the guarder, which is the guard state. You have the chaser, which is the chase state. Then you have the patroller, which is the patrol state, and then you have the runner, which is the run state. Now, just because it's one state doesn't mean it can't be doing other states. If I come over, we're in the fleet state or the runner, you can see it's the patrol state. But if I was to disable it, it stops patrolling. It's gonna sit there and wait for something to enter its distance. Like you can see, even when I try to move it there, it immediately starts running away because it does not want to be in the distance of the player, right? Now, because of this, I'm able to add multiple states to it, and I can even turn off flee. And if I get near it or whatever, it's going to just not run away. It's just going. It's going to keep patrolling. It's going to keep doing what it wants to do. Now, if I for example, was to do something with the chaser, if I was to enter the chase distance for the chaser, which if I come over to AI controller, we can see the chase distance is 15. Once I enter this, it starts chasing the player and it starts shooting it. This is determined by can attack and can chase. And when it shoots the player, when a shot lands, it does damage to the player. We can pause and check this. UAT clone, which is myself, and my health is now 960 because I've been getting hit by the bullets. But if I was to exit the distance, then it would stop pursuing me. Now, regarding this, I have the vision turned off right now for the chaser. But if I was to enable the vision, and I, let's say, think this is the chaser. If I was to take the player right now and I was to move them back here, it would not trigger them because it's going off of vision. I'm not in their field of vision. But if I was to come over to the chaser and then I disabled vision, it would just start immediately pursuing my player. But if I leave the FOV, it's not going to pursue the player. If I enter the FOV, it's going to start pursuing the player again. So that's how the vision works. That's how the chaser works. That's how the fleer works. And the patrol state, you've basically already seen it, but it's just going to go between those four waypoints. And the last thing I really need to cover is also the player can shoot. I don't think I mentioned that, but I can basically kill. Let me not do that. If I come over to the patroller, go to patrol and disable that, I can attack these guys, and once they reach 0 HP, they get destroyed. Um, but the other thing that I forgot to mention this. So for the patroller, he can hear. All of them can hear, but I have them all like the hears disabled and whatnot. But um, the noisemaker disabled. If I was to enable the noisemaker for the guarder, actually, let me turn it off and turn it on for the patroller. If I was to enable the noisemaker for the patroller, it has a distance of 10, right? So if I was to be all the way back here and I shot, I would play a sound at distance 5 because the UAT clone plays at that distance. If I was to change it to 1, it would play at that distance as well, right? However, um, if I was to increase that distance to like 40, so it makes a really loud noise, you would see here, I'm still too far away. Did I disable it? 1 second. Patroller, hearing distance. Let me increase it to like 30 maybe. Kind of confused why. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if I was to make a noise loud enough to be heard or close enough to the the patroller or the noisemaker owner, you can see that the sound is heard by that object. So it's printing sound heard by UAT tank clone because that is the object that made that noise. And now the last thing that I need to cover is the garter. Now the garter is over here just shooting at this chaser over here because it has the boolean target nearest, I believe, or I guess it's wait, yeah, he has target nearest on, so he's gonna shoot who's ever closest to it. And if I was to, for example, move him over here and move this guy over here, sorry, he would again start shooting, but it would be this guy, not this person. So it's just who's ever nearest. Now it's shooting regardless if it can see it or not. But again, if I turn on the vision component, it's going to send out a raycast that checks to see if it can shoot. And if it can't, then it won't. It's not going to. And if I was to delete this, it would start shooting it again. This applies to every object. So if they can't, if their vision is enabled, but there's an object obstructing their vision from the target, then they're not going to be able to do the action that they're trying to do, which is shoot or follow or run from or whatever it is. Um, so that is about everything that needs to be covered in game. Um, let's see. Array for patrol states. At some point, flee. I guess let me quickly show the patroller. If I come over to this, you can see the waypoints are an array. Um, yeah, I believe that's everything. Okay, on to the next video.